Alright guys, so in this module, we're going to be talking about prospecting versus pitching. Let's get started here. What is prospecting? Okay. See, prospecting is when you actually find out what somebody needs, okay? See, prospecting is when you find out if a particular person is actually in need of what you're offering. Prospecting is not necessarily throwing up all on people, right? Okay? Prospecting is not when you just walk up to a random individual and you just start telling them about your business. Prospecting is actually a situation where you actually are fishing. You're prospecting, you're finding out if somebody actually fits for what you're offering. See, what you're offering must have substance of value in it, okay? If what you're offering has value in it, then there's someone out there that needs what you're offering. So when you're prospecting, you're simply just looking at the battalions, like literally millions of people that are out there that may be looking for something else, and you're just making sure that they are the right fit for what you're offering. Okay, so a lot of people miscalculate prospecting to be, oh yeah, just go on Facebook and just start posting stuff on people's walls, or just go in the mall and just start talking to strangers. And guys, what do you think that's gonna make you look like if you just stop a stranger, okay, and you just start talking to them about nothing that they never asked you about? Okay, so while you're prospecting, I want you to first of all understand that exposure is everything. Okay, see, in your business, you're gonna need to learn how to literally find a way and leverage the machines that we have out here, leverage the different tools that might have been given to you actually by your company to expose. So exposure is everything first of all. Then you want to be fishing, okay? In prospecting, what you're literally doing is you're fishing, okay? What you're putting a few information out there, you expose a few information, and then you see who responds, okay? So when you see who responds to it, then you follow through to another step of the process. So that's why sometimes you see that you have all this word around the whole place calling system. In business generally, we have system. See, I went to school for computer engineering and a master's in engineering management, and I'm telling you, I hear systems over and over and over again, and I got so fed up, then I understand that I can't run a business without a system. So guys, you gotta have a system, a process in place where you pre-qualify people through a particular process. That's what I wanted to say. So exposure is everything. That's number one, okay? Which is we're gonna show you how to do that. And then the second thing is fishing. When you expose, what are you exposing? You're exposing value first. So when you're fishing, what you're doing is you're actually giving the fish food first, and then you catch them alive. You're able to catch them alive when you give them food first. When it comes down to fishing, you're able to catch them alive and see if it fits. See, I told you earlier, you're trying to match the fish to what you've got to offer, which is obviously to eat them, okay, to see if it fits. And if it's not worth it, you throw them back in the water. That's the same thing we're doing in MLM, guys. We're in a sorting game. Okay, we're not in a game where we tell everybody. I mean, you tell people anybody can win in this game. There's no question that anybody can win in this game. However, not everybody is gonna win. This business is not for everybody. Anybody can truly win and change their life. However, this business, not everybody will succeed in it. So when you understand that from the get-go right now, as a master prospector, as a master marketer, you understand that not everybody that comes your way will become a valuable member of your team. Okay, so what you want to do again, number one, exposure is everything in your business. You want to have that written down on your wall somewhere. That means if you're not exposing your business and talking to prospect 3 or 4 times a day, 3 to 5 times a day at least, you're never going to be able to build a business. Now, and I say daily for a particular reason. I say daily because if you expose the business right now and you spoke to 3 people today, right? And then you gotta wait a whole 1 week before you speak to the next 3 people. You're not gonna have success, guys. Okay? You're not gonna have any success if that's how you're doing it. Because think about it like this: if you go into the gym and you go today and then you don't go for another 5 days, you're not gonna have the kind of result you're looking for, right? You're looking for consistency and you want to commit to your success. Okay, so exposure is everything, and when I say exposure, that means a daily exposure. And with what I'm showing you here, by the end of this training, you're going to be able to expose your business even while you're sleeping. Okay, so again, second thing, you want to be prospecting like you're fishing. You want to give value first. You want to give somebody some free information first. Okay, when you give them information, what that does is that position you as an expert. Okay, you give them free information and then you're able to catch them alive, because you're going to catch a bunch of them, and not everyone is going to be the right fit for what you're trying to do. Not everybody is going to be in the right mindset for what you're trying to do. Not everybody is going to be ready or hungry enough for success to be able to go through the process that's necessary to win in this game. Okay, you're going to teach them how to drill. See, the people that made money, right, during the oil boom, the people that made most of the money are the people that were selling the tools. So in the same token here, you want to learn how to teach people how to use the different tools, and we're going to show you how to do that. Okay, in your traditional business, you've been trained to go out there and ask people simple questions. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with those simple questions. Are you open to making money outside of what you do? See, you got to find a way to personalize that based on the kind of relationship you have with that person already. Okay, so you don't want to go to your friend that you play around with, that you jump around on the bed with all the time, and then stop them all of a sudden and just be like, oh yeah, are you open to making money outside of what you do? They're going to think you're a joke, and they're going to be able to detect, especially if this is a friend that's been around and seen everything, they're going to be able to detect if you're in fact talking about the network marketing. You have to understand, in North America, especially in North America, Canada, United States, Australia, and UK especially, there's nothing new about network marketing. The average person knows about this industry. So when you ask that question, if you don't maintain your posture and be very natural about it, see, for example, if I'm involved in banking, right? And I have colleagues that are in banking as well too. I wouldn't go to them and ask them, "Are you open to making money outside of what you do?" I'm just gonna listen. I got a project I'm working on, and I want you to take a look at it. You want to be natural about it, okay? So at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you're giving value first, and then you stop right there, and then you get the information from them and see what they're looking for, and then see if it's matching. Like, listen, if they're skeptical already, don't waste your energy, because you don't want to be wasting your very positive energy, because obviously you got started already. You don't want to waste it, because I'm telling you, we're human beings. Negativity will suck up your positive energy if you let it. Okay, so you want to learn you want to teach people how to drill first. You want to talk about, you want to learn how to teach people how to ha, like the opportunities out here. Let them know about that first before you get into the details about your company. Before you start throwing up all of them about your company, simply make sure they're in the right mindset. So in other words, the example with the how to drill is just simple. If you're trying to sell drills, right? You don't want to go ahead and start just telling people, I'm selling drills, I'm selling drill. What you want to learn how to do, especially if you're planning to build this business online, what you want to learn how to do is teach people how to drill. Just teach them for free. Give people free reports on how to drill. Guess what they're going to come to first when they need a drill? They're going to come to you first, because now you are the expert. But if you just go and start pitching everybody on why they should buy drills, it's not going to work too well. So what is pitching? What is pitching, right? You're hunting. You're shooting guns. Which means by the time you end up catching your whatever you're prospecting, they're going to be dead. You see the difference between fishing and hunting? By the time you're done catching them, they're dead because you shot them. See, when you start spilling your business opportunities and the details and the facts all over them, you are gonna end up shooting them dead. Okay, so drills for sale, that's the same thing. So imagine somebody coming on my wall, as you can see right here on this slide. Imagine somebody coming on my Facebook wall and just start pitching me on a drill. Thanks, and just kind of like pasted a link about selling a drill. See, if I when I see this, what I'm gonna see is I'm just gonna be like, dude, I never asked you about a drill, right? What make you feel I need a drill? So in other words, if you go to someone and say, "Listen, I got an opportunity. You should do it. You should take a look at it." If you're gonna keep doing that, that's a non-effective way to expose your business. Now, what's going to happen is that they're going to make fun of you, spread the word around that your business selling some pyramid scheme because you know already most people just don't believe in themselves. So if they don't believe in themselves, they tend to blame it on something else. So if you show them a business opportunity, they're going to blame it on the business opportunity and call it a pyramid scheme. And the simple fact of the matter is that they don't trust themselves that they're going to be able to win in anything they lay their hands on anyway. Okay? So you don't want them to put that on you. So you don't want to be doing drills for sale right up front. That goes in the back end, guys. And I'm going to show you that when we get to the module where I'm going to teach you how to do funded proposals. It goes at the back end. You want to teach people how to drill first. Up front, teaching people how to drill. In your presentations must start with teaching people how to drill first. Okay, when you're prospecting, you must first of all be getting the correct answer. You must be getting solid answer to if you're open. If anyone, you want to make sure they're open to making money outside of what they're doing. It must be an absolute yes before you start getting them onto a presentation. If you don't do that, you're gonna waste a lot of time with people that are just not ready for they're not ready, or maybe they just don't belong in this industry. See, when you have the leads abundance mindset, you understand that, and you just keep moving so you can get to the people that need you faster. Okay? Never asked for one. Okay? I never asked for the drill, but the person pitched me. Okay? You don't want to be doing your business like that. Never invited. I never invited them, but they pitched me. Okay, so on the public news feed of the Facebook, when you post something on your personal wall, it shows on the public news feed too. The disadvantage of that is this, right? Let me show you what a public news feed is really quickly. See, this news feed right here is where Shola posted something and I see what he posted. He posted something on his personal wall and I see what he posted. You can do that. You can post something on your personal wall. Okay, but it also depends on the personal strategies that you're using. That also depends on your personal strategies. Personally, I just avoid posting. Like if I post anything, then if I post anything and you see it, that means you're already on my list. So I'm not trying to sell you anything. You've chosen to be my friend, so you see anything that I post. But I don't come on your wall. You shouldn't come on my wall neither and post stuff that I've never asked for, because first of all, you're just hoping. Usually when people do that, they're hoping that other people sees it. Okay? Don't do that because other people won't see it. There's something called banner blindness, which means people are blind to this kind of things anyway. Okay? Because you never built any relationship with them, so they don't see it. They just have that natural thing in their head, and they just never see anything you're posting, a banner, a picture, or anything like that. They don't see it unless you have a relationship with them. And if they don't know you personally, and you're posting on it, you're only gonna annoy them. That's all you're gonna do. Now, let's be clear. Just a little shameless promotion sometimes when you know how to build a list, there's nothing wrong with it. But on one condition, it has to be inside your mailing list. In your personal mailing list where people know you already as an expert, and they usually don't mind. If they do mind, they will click on subscribe and they'll be gone. So you don't have to worry about it. So you're doing a legal thing, you're doing something with people, you're doing that with people that you have relationship with. They follow you already, so you don't have to worry about that. Make sure that your promotions, however, provides true value. Like, don't just go on ClickBank and start pasting links of anything, make it hoping that you'll make pennies in commissions. Don't do that. That's not going to be helpful for you. It's not going to be helpful for your reputation. Make sure you're always giving true value. So if you recommend a product to somebody, make sure there's value in the product. Okay? So in the next module, we're going to be talking about BS in duplication, I think. Yeah, we're going to be talking about BS in duplication. I'll see you on the next module.